been a while since I've done a video. My last video was a bi-weekly video, and that was my intention, but life's been kind of crazy. I haven't had the time to sit down and shoot a video. It's not that I haven't been buying stuff, I have. I had a bunch to share with you today. Just finally had the time to take a breather, shoot this video. How have you been? That's fantastic. Tell Aunt Mary I said hi. And tell Uncle Jack to stay out of the nip.
Catnip?
So these Funko horror guys, the blind box has been really hard to find. I showed off in one of my videos that I got the puppet Billy from Saw. I also picked up two more. We have Leatherface. He's actually 1 in 72 boxes. He's a little rare. Captain Spaulding's a little more common. He's packed 2 in every 24 boxes, but still happy to have them. Increasingly hard to find. I assume that they're going to do a series 2 because, you know, these were sold really well. So yeah, happy to add these to my collection. I'd love to get Hannibal or Freddy or Jason.
Pennywise.
Oh yeah? Pennywise?
Yeah.
He's super rare though. He's the glow-in-the-dark one's 1 in... Can you see that? 1 in 144 boxes. The regular one's 2 to 24.
Yeah, see, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open. Maybe there'll be a series 2 in the future. I'm gonna start off showing some slip covers. This one I got in a trade. It's the Cabin in the Woods slip cover, lenticular, kind of spoilery. You know, if you know, but very cool. Like I've mentioned before, I'm softening on slipcovers, but they have to be different. They can't be the same deal. You know, if it's lenticular, that's great. If it's different, that's cool too. So Cabin in the Woods slipcover, Alien slipcover. These are the new Fox slipcovers. This one, I don't have the guts to pull a slippity-doo-dah. So I actually just asked the guy at FYE if I could have the slip, and he said, sure? He was, like, really confused, so I gave him a story that he could tell his buddies. And this slip, awesome slip, was gotten to me by my good friend Lisa6577. Follow her. I'm going to put a link to her channel. Her Best Buy had, like, a huge standee that had all of these cool slips, these Fox ones. Her Best Buy also got the Universal Real Heroes steelbooks, and mine didn't. Hi, Kendra. So she was kind enough to send this to me. She's amazing. That's really cool.
Kendra.
And she also, speaking of Lisa, I'm just gonna use you as a stand. Scooby-Doo and the Zombies. I have been looking for this, couldn't find it.
Yep.
I actually did go to an FYE in the next state that's like an hour away. Hi, Lou. And then I found it yesterday, but I've been looking for it. She got this for me as a gift. Very cool. Love her for that. Make sure you follow her channel. She's amazing. And as a thank you, this, I found that, no, I'm not going to send her the dog. Can you ship a dog? I don't think, she is. But I don't think, as much as I love Lisa, I don't think she wants this neurotic dog. She might want this. This is what I'm going to send her as a thank you. Dane's Cook Torgasm Steelbook. Very great condition. Got a bonus disc there. So I'm going to send that her way. This slipcover, I'm showing this off because I have it for trade, because one of the things I picked up over the last couple weeks was Mallrats at Target. I believe it was $13. And I don't really need like 2 Best of the Decade slips. Like, they have the same info on the inside, so if anybody needs that, drop me a line. Mallrats, I think this is one of the last Kevin Smith movies I needed on Blu-ray. I think I need Jersey Girl. That's on Blu-ray, but I think I have everything else. So this came out recently. Glad to have that. So messy. Freaking animals.
Tracking stuff up.
I'm not gonna cut this. I'm gonna leave all this in. It's just some nice, clean. Anyway. Speaking of gifts, this is for my good friend Eric. Across the pond, as they say. The Target exclusive Son of Batman Steelbook. I don't know if you could hear that bang and scratch. That's Spike.
Being terrible.
What was I? Oh, Son of Batman. I haven't watched this yet. I'm looking forward to it. But this, I'm working on a trade with Eric. I'm still waiting for stuff to come from him. So, be looking for that. Son of Batman.
Tappa, go lie down.
And then we have some pawn shop pickups. Come on, Lou. Okay, I know you're excited. UFC Volume 6. Not really sure if I'm like how deep I'm gonna be collecting UFC, but if I see one cheap here or there, I definitely know there's some recent UFC stuff I want, because like I said, they have like this awesome like women's division that sounds really cool. So, but I know Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn from being in WWF, so to see them fight in an early UFC could be cool. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I haven't really watched UFC. Haven't watched any stuff that I've bought. But what are you gonna do? Next thing I picked up, these were like $2 a piece. Was Final Destination 2, which I did already have. So this is a rebuy, but it's not a flipper disc like the Final Destination 2 that I had. So I just ended up trading the other one that I had. What I'm planning on doing, I need to get the cases. I have 6 discs worth of the Final Destination series, because there's 5 movies and then the third one has 2 discs. So I want to try to save some room on my shelves, get a 6-disc case, and have that be there. But for $2, you know, I'm really not a fan of flipper discs. You know, the pawn shop had Super Mario Super Show, like the first volume of that, but it was missing a disc. But they also had this for $5, the complete, you know, Adventures of Super Mario 3. Really, really looking forward to watching this. I remember watching it when I was a kid, so hopefully it still holds up. I was kind of disappointed. I know there's some music issues, because they had, like, I don't know, like it doesn't have the same music, because they actually had covers of licensed songs, so I don't know how it's gonna sound. Super Mario World, I was, like, excited about that, but then I, like, watched a clip of it on YouTube, and it's got, like, cavemen, and it's just weird. Like, so hopefully this is good, and I'm not, like, disappointed when I go to watch it. Then we have a lot of like comic book store pickups. A lot of these are going to be DVDs, but I'll start off with the 2 Blu-rays that I got. So this was $5, and it took me a while because I can be absent-minded. Didn't realize if I needed the second one, or if I had it. If I had the first one, the second one, not sure. National Treasures 2. I did a collection video, so I ended up having to go on YouTube and trying to, like, watch my old collection. And I could tell by the spine, because I think, like, the first one was in white. This one has, like, yellow. I don't know. I'm so, like, I'm not blonde, but I so have blonde moments sometimes. In fact, there are a couple things coming up that I'm going to show that I bought thinking that I didn't have it, but I did. You're making a face. That's...
Yeah, you had to retrade in a handful of stuff this past week, too.
Yeah.
But I was shelving stuff for you and found things.
This was at the comic book store.
Thank you, Lizzie.
And this was...
Hi, Lizzie.
I think he was asking $12 for it. And I bought it, and then I had this moment of panic of like, I think I have that. But I have it on DVD. I didn't have it on Blu-ray. So, that's something?
Yeah.
Thumbs up?
Indeed.
Oh, my goodness. Like I said, a bunch of DVD buys. I bought this just for the case. I want to say he charges like $3 or $4 for his DVDs, but he usually gives me a pretty good deal because I'm in there all the time. It actually was missing a disc too. It was supposed to be 4 discs. I just ended up putting it in the stacker case. Don't really have any interest in any of these movies. It's missing 2 of the movies. So, Secret of My Success. Oh, I don't care. I'm not keeping that. It's not going in my shelf, but, yeah, this was the, well, I was just trying to figure out, like, what 2 movies it was missing, but it doesn't matter. This is what I did with the case. The first 4, Friday the 13th, to save some room. Then, what do we have here? I bought Iron Man just because I have, like, the Iron Man, like, head.
It's,
it was, like,
basically the faceplate.
Yeah.
Was it Target?
I believe so.
Target usually does that.
That's above my TV, and I displayed it, so I took the discs out, and then I didn't have disc on it. So, this right here is just the movie. That's going to be for trade. Because it's the head, the face was actually the 2-disc edition. So, now that I actually have cover art, can actually put that on the shelf. That'll be for trade. Another one, Oz, Great and Powerful. Shockingly like this movie. Remember, Entertainment Weekly wasn't a big fan when they reviewed it, but I enjoyed it.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Blu-ray worthy, but to pick it up for a couple bucks. Zombie Diaries. Just any horror is good horror. I've heard a lot of good things. This I thought was one of the best. Like, it was $3 for Mud. It came with the digital copy too. Don't know if it works though, because I haven't had a chance to put it in yet. But I'm really looking forward to watching this. Glad to pick that up cheap. And if it's good, I'll get it on Blu-ray. These, there were actually 3. He had, because the guy at the comic book store, he did a big trade for, like, a ton of movies. So he had a rack that were, like, it was, like, 3 for $5. And I picked up, Misery and Riding the Bullet, and what you don't see is, like, Shrek Donkey Christmas Special, which I gave to my mom. She was excited about it. Misery I absolutely adore. However, I had it, but, in my defense, the cover was different. And, I ended up trading it in and keeping the cover that I liked the best. It's fun being me sometimes. And then I've been on a Stephen King kind of kick, like I'm reading some of his stuff for the first time, and just like the synopsis of this sounded interesting, and 3 movies for $5. Figure check that out. These 3 are from a different pawn shop, Superstars of Yesteryear. I don't know, could be interesting. I'm not sure, like, if WWE owns this footage. I know they own a bunch, so who knows. Just, for cheap, it was $2. Add it to the collection. Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. Haven't seen it. $2. I've been on that Scooby-Doo kick. If it's terrible, then I trade it in. Freeway. This was another one that was a rebuy. I swore that I had traded it in. Like, that I knew that I had it because I have Freeway too. And I thought that I traded it in, but apparently I didn't. So, that's why I bought it. These were, I want to say 5 for $10. This was even at a third different pawn shop. So we had Paul Walker and 8 Below, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, The Last Mimsy, because I've been on kind of a Infinifilm kick. So I also picked up 15 Minutes and Parse Times. All of these, like, I had to replace the cases on. They were just trashed. What else do we have? Picked this up, I want to say it was like $20? $20 or $22 at Target, because it had a bonus disc. If it didn't, I might not have gotten it right away because it is on Netflix. I really do enjoy that show. I read the book that it's based off. Book is much different. I have no idea where I was going with that. Holy crap, I just drew blank. Line?
You read it, not me.
Alright, when, like, after we edit this and we upload it, we're gonna call this, like, the absent-minded haul.
Okay.
But the book is good, but it's different. Like, I think the character names are different. Obviously, it's highly dramatized and for TV. But, moving on. Let's pick this up at All Places, a music store that specializes in, like, CDs and cases. I've gotten a couple Blu-ray cases there. It's like the only place to go, but, like, I bought all of the 2-disc Blu-ray cases he had and then, like, refused to, like, restock them. And he does have movies, obviously, but they were, like, way overpriced. Like, he had one of the Bournes for, like, $12. But when I went there the other day, he had a larger DVD section and a larger Blu-ray section, and he had more reasonable prices. This was $5. Nice. So, I think I don't know, you know, because a lot of that stuff he had for a while and wasn't moving.
Oh, sure.
So, $5, Hatchet, haven't watched it. There's 2 more. It's this version anyway. I don't know if the others do. This has Robin Englund, Kane Hodder, who's my favorite Jason, and Tony Todd of Candyman fame. So, just on that, like, if you are a horror fan, that's pretty cool, and I'll be keeping my eye out for the sequels. A video or two ago, I got Batman Forever and Batman Returns 2 discs, $4 at the bin at Walmart. $4, and they were in the $5 bin. I did not see Batman or Batman and Robin, and I was there last week, just randomly, before they, you know, redid the electronic section. These were, like, right on top of the bin as you leave. There's, like, that Walmart has, like, 3 $5 DVD bins. It's crazy.
There's 2 in back in the electronic section, and then one right up front, the self-checkout section.
So these were, like, we
found some good stuff in that.
Yeah. One. As you check out, these were right there. And so, very cool. They're loaded with special features. The discs are great. Look at that. Very cool. Glad to get those. Completed all those 2-discers.
Never mind that copy of Batman and Robin will likely never be watched, because that movie is so difficult to watch without the Roof Tracks commentary.
Right. That's how you should watch it. So this next stack is gonna be FYE. I went to like several FYEs over the last couple weeks. I went to two, like the two that are closest to us in the state, or the one that's in the next state, and then the one that's the closest to us in the state. I didn't actually buy anything, so that was weird. But I traded stuff in. I traded in stuff like 3 different times, and I think I had like $50.
Cool.
So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. That's a pretty neat slip. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is something I'm unfamiliar with. Like this series, I haven't really watched them. Like I watched the Jessica Biel one, and like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm missing, what I still need to get. Like I think I need like the newest remake. I think there's one with like Renee Zellweger.
There's one of the sequels
and
has got
Matthew McConaughey
and Zellweger in it.
So there's that. I also got Super Mario Brothers. Everybody Do the Dinosaur. This was pretty cheap. It's got like nothing on it. Special features: widescreen
And
a Maine Coon. No.
Kendra.
I'm looking forward to watching this with the Game Informer commentary track.
There's a commentary track?
Yes, I'm hoping that they riff on it, but I know that they did put out a commentary track, so pick that up. This totally surprised me. The Practice, the final season. This just came out. I didn't know about it. I managed to pick this up used, which was very cool. It's not the first season, it's the first volume, because I think it's like the first season and then like half the second season, and then they're just like, because there's 8 seasons total. Okay, you don't have thumbs, you can't operate a camera.
Kendra. Hi. Hi. We're telling a story about the Practice, Kendra. I know. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you.
She's stealing my spotlight.
She's so pretty.
We now welcome you to the Kendra Hour.
Kendra.
Starring Lady Floofington.
Yeah.
Shove. What? You shoved the cat, not me.
Poor Castle Floofenstein.
Maybe that's why the cats in the dog are so, like, messed up, because they have, like, a billion different nicknames.
No.
And they don't, well, it's like identity. No?
No,
okay.
that's not
Anyway, moving on. I believe there are 8 seasons of The Practice. So, like, after the first volume came out, they're just like, nope. Nobody cares. But, Shout Factory, they've been really putting out some good stuff. Horror, like, under Scream Factory. And, like, I think that Super Mario Brothers 3 that I showed was Shout Factory, so they've... I give up, man.
Practice. I can see it. Oh, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it popping the floof.
No. I love James Spader more than I love you.
No.
Stop. Go. I hate you. I hate you so much.
And the fan's on and she's angry about the fan. But she's sitting directly in the way of the fan. She was doing that this morning too. Like, I hate this so much. But I like the breeze.
But she won't move.
She won't move. I think she expects the fan to move for her.
So I picked up Insidious Chapter 2. They're used It's buy two, get the third free, I think? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, glad to pick this up and really wanted to watch it. I enjoyed it. I know, some people didn't. I went to FYE specifically trying to complete the Halloween collection, or at least the Halloweens that have Michael Myers in them, so everything but 3. At one point, this FYE that I like to go to had Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and Resurrection, the 3 movies on one Blu-ray disc, and for $10, I thought that was a pretty good deal. But when I went there, they didn't have it. But they didn't have Mission Impossible 2, so I've completed that. Happy about that. This was like $5. Another series that I completed was Alien. Well, I need Alien vs. Predator, but these are also like $5-6 a piece. So that was very cool because I've seen them new for like $20. So, and this was also, when I bought these, I asked the guy for the slipcover for the first one. So I think he thought that I was like a fan or whatever. So maybe that helped him in saying yes. And the last thing I picked up was this 24 special edition.
It's at 57 now?
Yeah.
What is it counting to?
I don't... See, I'm really concerned about this because when I bought it, the batteries were dead. So I don't know what it's counting up or counting down. But when this countdown ends, it's bad. Oh my god, it's at 58!
I don't...
Hide your pets, hide your kids. In that order.
I don't know.
So this is kind of tin. Yeah, I think we really, really messed up by putting batteries in it. I think we just doomed, like, the entire planet. It's got this cool book, which is, like, super spoilery for the first season of 24. So that's rad. And then... oh, the discs are like that. I have 24, but I thought that tin was cool.
Plus, didn't your 24, the first season you had was like one of those...
It's huge, yeah.
4-inch jobbers that, you can fit like 3 on a shelf.
I'm gonna have to replace those. Like, even though they were a Christmas gift from my mom, like, they're massive and they take up so much room.
So this one is smaller and it's cool looking.
Doomsday.
Even if it's maybe evil and chronicling our demise.
Walmart had 2 really cool sections that they just put out. One was a MGM 90th anniversary section. So, a bunch of classic movies that came with these cool, like, stylized cards. Silence of the Lambs, which I double dipped just because I think that looks so cool. Terminator, I double dipped. But this one is, I'm pretty sure, like, the remastered edition, so that's cool. I really think that's neat. Not really interested in any of the other ones. Classic movies, but I'm very modern. Like, anything before the 90s, I'm not, They also had a pretty great Father's Day section, which had a whole bunch of cool stuff. Steelbooks, those Fox slipcovers. Slipcovers actually said Happy Father's Day. So I picked up Fast and Furious. It's plain on the inside. It's neat. I do like it, but it's weird, like, because it's in the comic book cover style, which doesn't, like, the first series of these had Scarface. It doesn't fit, per se. But my Fast and Furious collection right now is Bookend by Steelbooks. Because I have the first one in Steelbook. I have the 6th one in Steelbook. I also picked up Pulp Fiction.
That was cool.
Yeah. It's got some behind the scenes inside artwork. These steelbooks were a double dip. Like, this whole Walmart run was honestly a double dip. But these are kind of the versions that I wanted anyway. I also grabbed Terminator 2. It's like the MGM, they were $9 a piece. Fast and Furious was $13, and Pulp Fiction and Terminator 2 were $10. Those are pretty decent deals. I showed my mom these steelbooks because she'd never seen a steelbook before, and I was telling her how, like, I want to, like, put some background art myself, like, on the inside. And she said, you know, because I was telling her about the whole Father's Day section and the MGM 90th section, she's like, you know, that'd be a good thing, you know, to get your dad for Father's Day. So I ended up going back and I picked up a copy of Terminator 2 on Steelbook for him. Terminator 1, like, I have, like, the not remastered edition. So I'm going to give him that. So he'll have 1 and 2 for Father's Day. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of a Blu-ray collection.
No, not at all. Not at all. But he has, like, a massive TV and, like, surround sound and stuff. So I think that's perfect. So these last 3 things are from an FYE that was, like, an hour away. First thing I picked up was SummerSlam Blu-ray. Not really much to say about it. I'm really behind on WWE stuff. This, I think, was probably steal of the day. Maybe. Because buy 2 get the 3rd free. The extended edition, this was like $17.
That was 16, I think. That the SummerSlam was 17.
SummerSlam was 17. This was 16. Okay. Yeah. In this black case, which is so pimp, and then Part 7 and Part 8 of the appendages.
Appendices.
What'd I say?
The word for limbs.
Gotcha. So extended edition in the black case. In this, right. I think that's the next step, is to get Lord of the Rings. So, if this was 17, if SummerSlam was 17, Hobbit was 16, this was 15, which made it be free. Mm-hmm. Okay? This is the steal of the day. This is out of print. WrestleMania 24, the 3-disc DVD. The case itself is not in the greatest condition. Full disclosure, like, I have to try to figure out how to Google on this off, if I can safely. The discs are in great condition. And it came with this cool Signature Moves book as a cool little bonus. Oh, yeah. So, I really thought that I didn't have this. Like, I know I have it on Blu-ray, but I really wanted to get the 3 discs DVDs of WrestleMania. I have this. I have it brand new, like, in the, like, FYE tin. So, that's a facepalm. I actually have it written on my phone. Like, I have a list of, like, what stuff I need. And it's, like, WrestleMania 27, 29, and 24. But I didn't even need 24. But, I'm just not going to open that, you know, and it'll be collectors. Really?
I'm sorry, there's a cat pawing at the camera. And nuzzling at the camera. Aww. Aww.
I really do. Don't try to give me that cute face.
Trouble 1.0.
So this is everything I bought in the last 3 weeks. That is a lot for purchases.
Good gravy. And also that Shrek thing that you gave to your mom.
Right.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure.